Thank you so much for wanting to learn more about your doTERRA products and wellness in general. I so appreciate people who want to learn. And so what we're doing today is I'll be presenting for a half an hour, and then I will stop the recording, and then we can talk non-compliantly off camera. Okay? So that's what we'll be doing. And I'm going to be sharing my screen. And so basically, we're talking about foundational wellness. And I am Roxanne Wheeler. For those of you who do not know me, I am a longtime educator, retired hospice nurse, hospice volunteer, passionate about helping people improve their own wellness and empowering people every step of the way. To me, that's what it's all about, is empowering you in order for you to make those choices that will serve you best. We're going to listen to a brief video right now with Dr. Brannick Riggs.
We're excited that you've joined us today to learn more about the Wellness Pyramid and some of the products that can support you on your journey to reclaim your health. The Wellness Pyramid is one of the most helpful tools a person can become familiar with when prioritizing their personal health and wellness. When the Wellness Pyramid was developed, the layers were put in a specific order with nutrition and digestion and movement and metabolism laying the foundation of the pyramid. You might ask yourself, why start there? Well, when we focus on the principles of wellness and put our time, energy, and resources there, we fuel our bodies appropriately for the demands that we put on it day to day. We maintain and build strength, and we impact our body's ability to metabolize all of the things we expose them to, whether through internal exposures like foods and supplements, or external exposures like personal care products, cleaning products, or the endocrine disrupting chemicals that are in our air. Additionally, we free ourselves to spend less time, energy, and resources on those higher levels of the pyramid. And if you've ever been unwell, you know how costly and all-consuming those areas can be. We're excited.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to enlarge my screen here. So he talks about the importance of digestive health. Digestive health is really what we're putting into us every single day. And that should start out with a big glass of water first thing in the morning. We want to eat our fruits and veggies as much as possible. I'm in a program right now where we are trying to eat 5 fistfuls of vegetables a day. And we want to support our microbiome. It is so important. It is the huge number of non-human things growing in, on, and around us. Every part of us depends on this microbiome. And when we can feed that microbiome well, we are way ahead of the game. And of course, moving regularly will also help our digestive health because it's often so easy to get backed up. What happens when our daily nutrient requirements are not met? Well, if we've got health issues already, they can worsen. We don't want that. We can end up with suboptimal bone health. We can end up with cardiovascular problems, and more can result. Hormone imbalances can occur easily. Metabolism can be impacted. And I believe I had sent in the email the wellness lifestyle assessment, a 2-page document, as well as a natural solutions handout, which we'll be talking about in a little bit. So just have those handy if you can. Now, the 4 Ps of the probiome include the probiotic strains, which, by the way, come in this particular packaging, and the ProBiome Restore product has 24 probiotic strains from 22 species. So that pretty much covers a lot for most of us. It has a prebiotic, which feeds the probiotics. It has postbiotics, which are the results of some of their work, and the phages, which are actually viruses that clean up all the mess. So that is the basics of our ProBiome product. It's very easy to take. It looks a little strange. It's got a little green capsule surrounded by more of a clear capsule. And the clear part is the food for the green little probiotics in there. What are some of the benefits of movement? We talk about movement so often around our wellness, and I always say motion is lotion. And movement will definitely affect our cardiovascular system. It'll help us in trying to maintain an optimal weight. And of course, weight is a simple biomarker that can indicate a lot of things for us. It's not the end all, and it shouldn't be the total goal for anyone, but having that in the right range is, of course, part of our total wellness. We want to have our blood pressure in a normal range. We want to have our blood sugars in a normal range, cholesterol in a normal range. We want to think clearly and be happy, having a healthy mental outlook. We want our bones to be strong, and we want to have optimal metabolic health. And the bones just came to my attention yesterday because a good friend had broken her wrist, and then in her slippers slipped and fell and just broke her hip and needed surgery. I mean, that's not good. Really, it's not good at all. So bone health is a big thing for especially us women after menopause. Now, there are 3 cool things about essential oils. Number 1, they are safe. They are safe they give us benefits without side effects. And they come from these marvelous plant extracts with amazing wellness benefits. And we know they are safe because doTERRA tests them exhaustively. There are like 54 different tests between the time the plant material is harvested from one of the 46 areas of the world where these plants grow best of all and can give us the therapeutic effects we seek. So this testing program that doTERRA has developed, and it's the only one I'm aware of, is called CPTG, Certified Pure Tested Grade. And to achieve that, every single test has to be reflecting no additives, no toxins, no colorings, no preservatives, nothing added to make more profit. These oils are 100% pure. There are no proteins in the oils that might trigger a reaction in somebody. So they are pure, they are potent, and they are very, very effective. That's the second cool thing about essential oils. They are very effective. And they address the foundations of our well-being. They can permeate cell membranes, which is kind of evidenced on the front page of your handout. In the middle left picture of that page, it shows you a little cell drawing. It shows bacteria on the outside of the cell because they can't penetrate the cell membrane. And it shows viruses inside the cell. And you know what? The great thing about essential oils that makes them so effective is they can penetrate the cell membrane. They can get in there and kind of deactivate those viruses for us. And of course, the third cool thing about essential oils is they are very affordable. They are just pennies per dose, because most of the things we want to use them for will only need 1 or 2 drops per application. And so when you factor in that these big bottles are 250 drops at least minimum, and some bottles are closer to 275, or these little bottles that have 83 drops in them. When you factor that out, you can see how comparing that to having something you can reach for in your own bathroom cabinet or your nightstand or your kitchen is going to be more affordable than the total cost of calling the doctor, making an appointment, taking time off work or changing your schedule to get to that appointment, getting the med that typically is prescribed in medical appointments, going to the pharmacy, waiting around, paying your copay, and some copays can be a lot of money. So when you add all that up, including your time and your worry and all of that stuff, it's very, very affordable. So natural solutions can save us a lot of money. How are we going to use our essential oils? There are 3 simple ways we can use our essential oils. One is aromatic, and that means we're breathing the oil into us. The oils are very volatile, so they are easy to breathe in. And you can create a specific environment when you use your essential oil. So you can literally turn a mood around. You can cleanse the air and feel safer. Topically is the second way we can use our oils. And by the way, aromatically is the fastest way to get the oils into our cells quickly. And it won't last quite as long, but it gets into everybody when we use a diffuser. And that's one reason I love diffusing my oils. We diffuse our oils pretty much 24/7. Topically, we can apply them to a specific area for a local benefit, and we can also apply them for a personalized aroma. I went to a gathering last night, and I was saying goodbye to the host, and he hugged me and he says, "Oh, you smell so good." And I felt, oh my God, I said, thank you very much. But some of the oils certainly have a more appealing aroma than others. The ones that aren't as appealing, I will apply them to the bottom of my feet, further away from my nose. And topically, we want to dilute our fractionated coconut oil. That seems to be the best diluent for essential oils. You can also use extra virgin olive oil. You can use jojoba oil. You can use almond oil. However, the fractionated coconut oil seems to push our essential oil chemical constituents deeper into our tissues for more benefit, as well as helping them last longer. So when we dilute our oils and when we cover them up where we diluted, like with clothing, bedding, shoes, or socks, we're going to get the most out of our oils. Internally, we can enjoy a few drops in our water, which is what I'm doing every day in our water. And it should be a metal or a glass container, or ceramic would work as long as it's a safe ceramic for internal use. You can put it in a veggie cap. You can take the little cap parts apart, put your drops in, put it back together and swallow that. You never want to make your veggie caps more than 6 hours ahead of time because they'll probably leak. Because essential oils can eat away at things. You can apply internally underneath your tongue. So just open your mouth, lift your tongue, and put a drop or 2 underneath the tongue. Press your tongue down for about 20 to 30 seconds, and you've got it going into your cells very quickly because of that blood-rich supply underneath the tongue. What is a toxin? Dr. Riggs talked about toxins on our wellness pyramid, and a toxin is any substance that puts an undue stress on the body. And it could be on the body as well as the mind. A toxic load is the sum of all the toxic substances accumulated within our body and the burden they place on our organs and functions at any given time. And you know what? We women are exposed every day to 12 personal care. This is an average, mind you, an average of 12 personal care products every day that contain more than 160 chemicals. Many of those are banned in Europe. They're way ahead of us in terms of toxic exposure over there. Men use an average of 6 personal care products that have more than 85 chemicals. So we are definitely exposed every single day. And you know what? You can literally ditch your toxic products because some things we can't avoid. I can't avoid the toxic fumes of gasoline when I'm pumping gas into my car. But I can detoxify my body, absolutely, with essential oil products. But the things we can't avoid, like exhaust from the highway traffic, I can't avoid that. Unfortunately, I live very close to a highway, so I am exposed to that all the time, which is one reason I am detoxifying every day. But we can ditch our toxic products that we can control. And that's what we're mentioning right now, is ditching and switching to more natural options. So when you run out of a product at your house, see if it's toxic or not. And most everything in regular grocery, pharmacy, big box stores, and chain stores are selling toxic products. Even though it might say safe and pure on it, anybody can use that language on a label, by the way. Labels are not really that well controlled. But when we can ditch our products to make them less toxic or even non-toxic completely, we're way ahead of the game. So number one, we're going to identify our toxins. And it can be something simple like your dishwashing liquid, your laundry detergent. It could be the cleaner you wipe off your granite top with. It could be products that you're scrubbing your stovetop with. It could be your shampoo, your conditioner, even your toothpaste could have some toxins in there. So you want to identify them. Then you can ditch toxic products and switch to more natural options. And you know what? You can do it as you can afford to, and you can do it as the time is right. But certainly it will help your body as well as your mind, as well as your spiritual being too, when we can get rid of those toxins. So, keys to building your essential knowledge. Number one, we want to try our products. We want to try them. And you know what? Sometimes it takes experimenting. These oils are so easy to experiment with. So you might try, if it's a long-term problem, I would say use your oil twice a day, morning and night, 1 drop. And then if it's giving you some benefit, but not quite as much as you want, you can try adding a 2nd drop. Or you can try adding, and this makes more sense, try adding it more frequently, using it more frequently than twice a day. And so that actually is the best strategy for when we have something happen suddenly or something new is an issue for us. So those acute issues, we're going to want to play around with our scheduling and our dosing. And it's all completely safe. As long as you're not drinking an entire bottle of oil, which would make you nauseous and vomit at probably the worst, you're going to be fine with your experiments. And I have found a lot of things out by experimenting, believe me. Then you're going to try things and you're going to search information and get a good essential oil resource. I know I love the very convenient app called The Essential Life. And there is an annual fee depending on when you start yours. I think now it's $14.99. I've been grandfathered in and my price just went up yesterday to $9.99 from $4.99 when I originally got it. So see, check that out, but it's an annual fee and they're constantly updating their information. They've got recipes in there. You can literally store your own recipes in there when you discover something that works for you. And to me, it's better to have the app because it's with me all the time. Books are great, but as soon as they're published, they become out of date. So go ahead and get your essential oils information lined up. There are nice Facebook pages, Facebook groups that you can join that can be very helpful too, like Roxanne's doTERRA Family is a great one once you're on our team. There's Roxanne Wheeler Wellness Village for anyone not on our team who wants more information. And you can ask other people for help. You can ask questions in these groups. You can ask of other wellness advocates. You can ask of other users. So there's always information out there. And you know, I'm in this challenge right now, and it's called the Up Level 21 Challenge. It's been a beautiful way for me and other people to be encouraged to use healthy habits every day and to build healthy habits for our future. And as much as I teach, I'm learning every single day. I'm in this 3-week challenge, and anybody can do anything for 3 weeks, right? It's super affordable, and you can actually win cash money in this challenge. So I would encourage anyone to reach out and ask me about that if you are interested in getting better sleep, moving more consistently, eating healthy and clean, being grateful every day, building relationships and different things like that are, and getting enough water even. So there are essential habits we need to worry about or need to incorporate in our daily lives if we want to live a wellness lifestyle and feel as good as we can possibly feel. So the Up Level 21 Challenge, it starts the first day of the month, and you can either join as a single challenger or you can join a team. If you want to join my team, you would just let me know that, and then I would invite you when the time comes. We usually can invite people, I think, around the 15th of the month. And you can also purchase your challenge kit, which is just 3 products. The MetaPower Advantage Collagen Powder, the MetaPower Recharge Electrolyte Mix, and the TerraZyme Digestive Enzymes, which look like this bottle. Okay. This bottle, part of the challenge is to take 1 capsule with each meal. And that helps us to be absorbing our food really, really well, because it's not just what we eat, it's how well are we absorbing it. And then there's a little community to join on this challenge. We're going to track our habits. We're going to feel good. We're going to earn points, and there are weekly drawings. And the top team actually wins $1,500 cash. So that's kind of neat. But they are tracking basically these things: gratitude, movement, supplements, nutrition, water, sleep, and stretching. And after the first week, one person who has completed 90% of the challenge at that point gets put into a drawing for $250. The second week they repeat that. And then the third week they do the final team compilation of points. And I actually won a $25 Amazon gift card being on that Zoom as kind of a little drawing that they had too. So it's kind of a neat challenge. It's unlike any challenge I've joined before. So I'm enjoying this. This is my second time through. And these are the products that they want us to have for our challenge. And so when you look at our wellness pyramid, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with nutrition and digestion. And of course, I think this pack, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, is the cat's meow. Everything I feel today, I have to thank this pack. Before this pack, I wasn't sleeping. For 3 years, I wasn't sleeping. I cried at everything. I was highly, highly anxious and worried. I couldn't sleep. I had no energy. And once I started this pack, within 2 to 6 weeks, all of that was reversed. All of that was reversed. And now I'm needing to cut my nails frequently. I'm needing to get more frequent haircuts. I feel like my thinking is much clearer and my memory is better. I am staying very well. It's very unusual for me to feel unwell. And so this pack has a 30-day money back guarantee, which was the only reason I tried it initially. I felt confident that, I'll use the pack, then I'll send the empty pack back, I'll get my money back. What have I got to lose, right? And I would fight anyone to the death right now if they said I couldn't have this Lifelong Vitality pack anymore. So that is my little testimony for that. The nutrition packs of protein, fiber, and greens are excellent. Then we move up to the next step of the pyramid, to movement and metabolism. And of course, metabolism is so critical, especially as we're getting older, because we lose the number and function of our mitochondria every day. And it's really dramatic at age 50, really dramatic, a loss there. And that's one reason why older people are so tired. It's not genetics. It's not, well, it might be what they're eating, but it's often due to those mitochondria that just need some help. And so all those products on that second tier of the pyramid will definitely help, as well as helping us to have a normal inflammatory response rather than an overactive one. We don't want the overactive inflammatory response because that can create huge problems, right? The next step of this pyramid is rest and managing stress. Both are so critical for our wellness and our well-being. And then we've got reducing toxicity. There are a number of products, cleaning products, sun care products, all kinds of things there, skin lotions and things like that. And then the next step is our informed self-care, which is going to incorporate using those products that affect us directly every day, like the laundry detergent, the cleaner concentrate, the foaming hand wash, breathe drops for when we're feeling a little tickly or a little coffee, things like that. Toothpaste. Our mouths are the entry point to our body. And so having a good toothpaste is vital, I think. And so I want you to be aware of that. And then, of course, when we have exhausted all we can do to help us stay well, we're going to reach out to our medical community, because there are probably 80% of our issues we can't take care of completely, and we need some help from the medical community. So I'm not poo-pooing the medical community. I am a part of the medical community as a nurse, but I am saying we have a lot we can do that can keep us well. So for more information, you can contact me for the best solution options for our nutrition, our movement, our sleep, our stress, and detoxifying our body and environment, and any other special concerns that might need some particular addressing. And there's my phone number, 207-807-6203. I do text, so I would appreciate if you text me. That's probably the fastest way to get in touch with me. And then if you wanted to check out the products more, there is my Refer a Friend link here at the bottom of the screen. That's https://referral.doterra.me/679-005. And so whenever you are a member of doTERRA, you've got your own wholesale account, you will have your own refer a friend link. And I encourage everybody to share their own refer a friend link because it's a win-win for you. It's a win-win for the people you share your link with, okay? So I do want to make sure that you are aware of that. So now let's stop the share. And so now I'm going to stop the recording. And before I stop the recording, I do want you to look over this handout, and it will show you. It's very, I think it's pretty much telling you what I said, but in different ways. So this is a supportive handout to this class. And so there are 3 types of people who come to my classes. Number 1, people who want to live better. They want to use the products, and they might tell somebody once in a great while. And so that's certainly great. There is the second kind of person who likes to share things. You know, if they eat at a good restaurant, they're telling their friends. If they have a nice skincare lotion, they're telling their friends, and those would be called our sharers. And our sharers are people who can use that refer a friend link and get something from it, as well as their people they share the link with, who then enroll from that link. They will get a free year of wholesale membership, as well as perhaps some other freebies. And then there are those who want to build a business like I have done. And so by building a business, they can add to their income or replace their income, depending on how hard you want to work. So let me know if you want any more information. I will do a building presentation. I believe it's set up for the 19th at 6 p.m. But let me know if that's something you would like to know more information about. And I want to thank you again for listening, and reach out to me at any time. So I'm going to stop the recording now.